sarakhe waswa satake khibo serakhe mates koseta ne ui ontnani tutusen.
Today on One Always There.
Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Wasserval finally finds resting place. Access to information strengthened with new civil society database. And Somalia hopeful for 2022 AFCON despite Mali loss.
Hundreds of mourners flocked to Walvis Bay last weekend to say goodbye to Shannon Wasserval, who went missing about 8 months ago and was found buried in a shallow grave in the dunes of Walvis Bay. Shannon Wasserval was finally put to rest in Walvis Bay on Saturday. The family was joined by hundreds of mourners but found it hard to accept her tragic death. Various speakers appealed to the nation to learn from the tragedy and become a praying nation.
Ek weet die pyn wat u deurgaan, maar die dogter moes die prys betaal, sodat die jeug gered kan word. Die dogter moet die prys betaal, sodat ons kan biddende moeders beginne word. Die dogter moet die prys betaal, sodat ons as ouers, as moeders, nie moet kompeteer met die jeug oor wie se rok is die kortste en wie drink die brongste nie. Die dogter moet sterwe, sodat ek en u kan beginne bid. Sodat ons kan bid vir die jeug, want ons jeug het verdwaal.
A life was cut short. A life of a young Namibian woman who follows a long list of women and young women before her, whose lives were cut short due to violence. Shannon carried the dreams and the hopes of not only her parents, her son, her brothers and sisters, her friends, but she carried the hopes of all Namibians. That is why many stood up for her. They stood up for her memory, and that she is not the only one in the country that is being mourned and that was stood up for. But every day, I pray that she would be the last.
The funeral service was held at the Good Shepherd Roman Catholic Church at Koosepmund.
Her should reflect the beautiful spirit that she is, an incredible life which we are celebrating today. Today, I also stand before you as a parent, as Daliki's godfather, and not as a governor. And I want to appeal to each and everyone here today. Yes, I'm begging as a parent that we take a very deep look at our families and at ourselves, so that we truly see the gift of love, of family, and of community, so that we treasure it with everything that we are and have. David is dead will hang over Walvis Bay in our hearts like a dark cloud for years to come. Her memory deserves us to be better as a community, as families, and as individuals.
For us, it has been terrible 6 months of pain. Imagine yourself asking yourself, where is my daughter? Where is the mother to this lovely young boy who's sitting here? All those questions. And on the same track, I want to add, as the Wasserfall and the Matthew family, I think Deacon Damasek narrated it very clearly to you. We can't be angry. I personally, I feel so bad over this whole issue. People might come out and say different things and say, what happened and what happened, why do the parents not come and say what and what? But us personally, whoever was responsible for the demise of our daughter, our mother, our niece, cousin, you name it, you are forgiven. You are forgiven. Unfortunately, the law has to take its course. But from our side, you are forgiven.
Although they have prayed for Shannon's death to be a lesson to those who abuse and kill women, it is still a sad reality that in Namibia, women fall victim to such acts.
Enjoy these fantastic mid-month savings only at Clicks until 18 November. Buy Pampers Baby Dry Disposable Nappies or Pants Value Pack now $118.99. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper 18 rolls, $89.99 each. Or buy Protect Soap 150 grams 3 for $29. Buy any 3 on Jackie's hair care products, cheapest one free. Clicks. Feel good, pay less.
My vote is a gateway to opportunities.
My vote is a reflection of my aspiration.
My vote expresses my versatility.
If you are 18 years old and a registered voter, make that first time count. Get to the polls on the 25th November 2020 and vote for the candidate, political party or organization of your choice in the regional council and local authority elections. Make your mark with a cross on the ballot. Do what is right and be part of the decision. Namibia votes.
The Civil Society Information Center, together with various partners in the civil society space, have launched the Civic Plus 264 website, a digital database which provides information about active civil society organizations in Namibia. The Civic Plus 264 website is a voluntary online platform for information sharing between civil society organizations and the government. The Ombudsman, Advocate John Walters, at the launch of the website, said that information is the currency of transparency, adding that civil society organizations are key partners for the government in the promotion of human rights.
The Ombudsman is no island. He does not operate in isolation. The task to securing human rights for all and effective public service delivery to all Namibians is too big, too important, and too difficult for one single institution to achieve. It can best be achieved if all those involved in promoting and protecting human rights work together. I did not at the time of taking office know the value of cooperation with a civil society. Currently we are busy to see whether can review the old partnership agreement, civil society and government, which is dated 2005 or 2004, but we are stalled a little bit in that exercise.
Zoe Titus, an active member of civil society in the Access to Information arena, described the website as a user-friendly and transparent platform that allows various civil society associations to upload their information onto the database, and that such information will also be accessible to other civil society organizations and the government.
We believe in simple and straightforward. The navigation on this website is simple. And the important element here is that potential civil society organizations can come to the website, they can register, design their username and a password, and they can control, in essence, what information is represented on the website about them. Obviously, that information goes to an administrator who will review it, verify it, and check it before it goes live. What is the value of this website? We believe that there is so much happening in Namibia and so much being done by civil society that goes unnoticed, underreported, and this is an opportunity for us to showcase the incredibly important work that civil society does.
Civic Plus 264 is a voluntary association set up by 5 civil society organizations such as IPPR, Legal Assistance Center, Citizens for an Accountable and Transparent Society, Namibia Media Trust, and the Namibia Institute for Democracy.
Keeping it cool. Tafel Lager, Namibian like you.
Following their 1-0 defeat against Mali in Bamako on Saturday night, the Brave Warriors are back home to face the Eagles of Mali in their second leg tie for the Africa Cup of Nations qualification game. Going into the second leg tie against Mali, Brave Warriors interim manager shared his thoughts on the narrow away defeat in Mali, as he praised his team's second half performance and is confident that his team will perform better in the return leg.
You know, in football, unfortunately, you cannot choose how you lose because that's not in your hands. But however, you can choose how to come back, to prepare, and to win again. Now we have another opportunity on Tuesday to prepare and try and win that match. So of course there were lessons to be learned. We took those lessons and we are preparing to correct them. Second half, I think we did much better. At any given day, we could have won or at least got a draw. But we lost. But we took it and we are moving ahead.
Furthermore, the Brave Warriors gaffer is highly confident that the team will be able to qualify for the 2022 AFCON Games in Cameroon.
No, of course it is very, very, very important for us playing at home to win the match. So our emphasis here in Mali, you could see we had 2 approaches. One was to first try and defend to get us over the line of half-time. Unfortunately, that did not happen. We conceded a penalty. So in the second half, we started offensively. So here, of course, it's the reverse. So we will start on the front foot. Guinea played to a 1-1 draw against Chad away. So they are on 8 points. These other guys are now on 7. We are on 3. If we get those 3 points on Tuesday, then the gap is narrow. So we still believe that, of course, we can do this.
The match will take place on Tuesday, the 17th of November 2020 in Windhoek at the same Leoma Stadium. And due to the COVID-19 pandemic regulations, no spectators are allowed at the match.
Imagine opening your Nedbank account anywhere, anytime by simply taking a selfie. Introducing Identity Today, a platform which enables you to open your Nedbank account, scan the Nedbank QR code with your smartphone camera, and immediately follow the instructions on the link that will open up in your web browser. Follow the simple steps to complete the account opening online form. Have your identity card or passport ready. Take a selfie and send it to us, and your new Nedbank account will be opened and confirmed in 3 minutes or less. Visit www.nedbank.com.na to shift your account to Nedbank today. Nedbank. See money differently.
In other leading stories, the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism, with support from the German government through GIZ, inaugurated and handed over water infrastructure for human-wildlife conflict management and to enhance community livelihoods in Kunene at the Okonjota Water Point. The growing wildlife populations, in particular that of elephants, have resulted in frequent human-wildlife conflicts within the Kunene region, hence requiring urgent intervention. Increased human-wildlife conflict incidences result in livestock and crop losses, damage to water infrastructure, and in some instances, loss of human life. The water infrastructure upgrade costs a total of 7 million Namibia dollars. Even though it is impossible to completely eradicate human-wildlife conflict in Namibia, the ministry is implementing proactive strategies to manage the conflicts effectively and efficiently. The upgrade of the water infrastructure marks yet another milestone in the ongoing cooperation between Germany and Namibia, particularly in the areas of sustainable management of natural resources. This development also demonstrates the commitment of both the Namibian and German governments in mitigating the impacts of human-wildlife conflict on the livelihoods of the Namibian people. And participating swimmers in the second 2020 Bank Vintuglong Course Gala registered 3 new Namibia Swimming Union records in the relays event. Dolphin Swimming Club's Nan Jiao, Anoa Naukosho, Milan Prinsloo and Ernst Janssen broke the mixed 10 and under 400 meters freestyle relay. Caleb Bernardi, Elias Nakaleke, Jessica Humphrey and Mark Tibazarwa from Aqua Swimming and Fitness broke the mixed 11 and under 12 400 meters freestyle relay. Another Dolphin Swimming Club team comprising Arkel Wellman, Heleni Sergiades, Victoria Almis and Marco Henning set a new mixed 17 and under 18 400 meters freestyle relay record. Hosted by the Namibia Swimming Union NASU, the swimming competition between clubs or groups of swimmers, especially the youth, saw 120 contestants from Aqua Swimming Club and Fitness, Dolphin Swimming Club, Marlins Aquatic Club and Phoenix Swimming Academy, who competed in 758 events. The third installment will take place on Friday the 27th and Saturday the 28th of November 2020 at the Olympia Swimming Pool in Windhoek.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. A large number of protesters marched to the Botswana High Commission in Windhoek to call for an urgent intervention against the killing of Namibians by Botswana Defence Force. The protesters chanted slogans and displayed posters expressing their frustration at the comments made by the press secretary Alfredo Hengari, who allegedly referred to the protest as pointless and hopeless. Pester said that he understands how the Namibians are feeling, but said that Botswana loses soldiers each year killed by poachers. Paulinus said the government has been silent for too long. Robert said people should stay clear of the area to avoid fatalities. Martin said the president has waited for 37 lives to be lost to act on the matter. Lucas said the Botswana government is very strict when it comes to law and order. Kindongo asked whether Botswana has laws in place that prosecute those implicated in crimes such as poaching, and if the shooting to kill policy also applies to its own citizens as well. Lamek said Dr. Hengari is 100% correct. Korata said the soldiers patrolling the border are also being killed as that is a shooting ground at night. And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on TDN1.
A look at the weather forecast. The Namibia interior sunny and hot in the south and west. Elsewhere partly cloudy and hot to very hot with a few isolated thunder showers in the northeast and east. The coast cloudy and cool with fog patches at first. A few showers are most likely in the extreme south. The wind moderate to fresh southwesterly. Now we'll look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
COVID-19 affects people very differently. Many people show no symptoms at all, but some are hospitalized for weeks. So what does the disease do to your body? The coronavirus enters through the mouth, nose or eyes. It then usually attaches itself to cells lining the nose, throat, airways or lungs. It can turn these cells into factories that multiply and spread the virus. For the majority, a fever, cough and breathlessness are as bad as it gets. But the virus can damage the small blood vessels lining the lungs and initiate clotting. The alveoli are tiny air sacs where oxygen goes into the blood. If they become inflamed, it can trigger pneumonia. Seriously ill patients need to be given oxygen as the lungs fill with fluid and debris.
I legit couldn't breathe. My oxymeter was measuring under 88% oxygen levels, which is very dangerous. and the only time I ever thought my life was in danger was at that point.
COVID-19 doesn't just affect the lungs. It can also disrupt the immune system, which is used by the body to fight illnesses. Cytokines are part of the immune system that find and signal infections. For some people with severe COVID-19, this system can go into overdrive. If too many cytokines build up, it can cause an overreaction that damages healthy cells. This is called a cytokine storm for the most severe cases. COVID-19 can lead to seizures or even a coma. It can also cause brain problems that lead to strokes. The immune system overreacting can cause clots that stop the blood supply to parts of the brain. Brain inflammation, psychosis, and dementia-like symptoms can also affect seriously ill patients. The average length of the illness is 14 days, but many people have symptoms for much longer. Breathing problems and post-viral fatigue last for months in some cases.
I cannot walk for long simply because I will feel a little bit short of breath and I feel the need to sit down. And that's something that has never happened to me before.
Some of the people who are most likely to develop severe symptoms are older adults and those with underlying health conditions. It's not fully known how anyone will react to COVID-19 until they get it. So it's important for everyone to follow health guidance. What precautions are you taking to stay safe?
One day
听观众，我们广告。
Now on BBC World.